we have with us the South District Magistrate, B.M. Mishra. Sir, welcome to INS. Sir, my first question to you is that South District has been a very densely populated district and a lot of containment zones are also there. But we saw that decontainment also happened very rapidly. How were the efforts taken? What was special in your efforts, if you could tell us?
Uh, See, the containment has been done based upon concentration of disease in one particular locality, and also when we feel that the disease might have spread or has a propensity to spread in neighborhood because of the density of the population, or the positive patients travel all across, or the focal point being a contact point for everyone like shopkeeper, grocery store or milk store and other things. So accordingly, we have created like total 14 containment zone till date, and out of these containment zones, 14 containment zones, we have already cleared, scaled down the operation in 8 of them. So the strategy was that from the first day, perimeter control was there, strict perimeter control, nobody will go out, and then nobody will go in without proper scrutiny. And we did survey app based or containment survey app which we devised. So app based survey of each and every household, each and every individual on first day, 7th day, 14th day. We kept vigorously monitoring all the happenings in the containment zone with the help of our volunteers, community volunteers, and we interacted with them by also making WhatsApp groups, so that if anything comes to our knowledge or any supplies are required, that is given to them within time. So that helped us in restricting the movement, restricting the disease spread, and also taking effective measures very efficiently to manage these containment areas.
Sir, we see that contact tracing is a very important aspect in controlling the spread of this disease. So, how could you manage this rigorous contact tracing because of the densely high populated and people were roaming around a lot of times? We could see.
See, contact tracing has two legs. One leg is how the person has contracted the disease and how many persons he might have spread the disease. So we work upon both of them. We try to find out from the person's own interview that in what places and where he has visited, and he expects that these people might have been having disease, and he might have got contracted the disease, and also which all places he had been in close interaction with people whom he could have transferred the disease. So this helps in building up the chain, and that chain sometimes is so long as some at times it used to be up to 500 persons. We put them strictly under home quarantine. We use our home quarantine app to monitor them, that they should not go out, and the observation upon them, and if anybody comes positive, some of the contacts who turn out to be positive, we take proper care of them, and since they already were in quarantine, so disease doesn't spread from them to others. So of course surveillance is the key, and the contact tracing is the key. We have state of the art surveillance hub situated in the sub-registrar office Mehrauli, and subdivision wise teams are there, headed by district surveillance officer, and all subdivision teams are also supervised by our subdivision magistrates. I regularly visit. So this contact tracing is being done very effectively.
The third thing is the migrant crisis which is happening and the exodus of migrants which is taking place on a large scale. What is South District doing in it? We saw that a lot of buses were sent by the South District and with support of social activists and other people also. So if you could tell us first of all the figures and what is the reason behind, because you've already interacted with these people, so what is the main reason for them to go back to their hometowns?
To give a plain statistics, not less than 20,000 persons have been moved by various trains to UP, Bihar, West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Kerala, Manipur, even with the help of buses, J&K, Ladakh, quite significant number has moved. Some of them were laborers, some of them were students, and what exactly has led to their movement is uncertainty. Means how long this lockdown will be there and how long they will remain stationed at their premises where they were living, and so they want to move into their native place. They want to live their free air. So that's the main reason, and we are now witnessing with the opening up of the lockdown and opening up of some economic activity. People who have yet got registered themselves as desirous of going to some place are now refraining from going, and they are saying that no, they have got their work again and they don't want to go. So I think uncertainty and total zero economic activity that has led to their exodus.
My final and closing question to you is, like, since the economy has reopened and we are now going forward for making a better place now, because we are now moving towards the economic structure. So how is the South District going to manage the people who would be coming out at the same time? Because both things are important. Even the people going out is important, and the stopping the spread of the disease is also important at the same time.
Of course, both are important, and both are. I don't see them at cross purpose with each other. If we take simple precautions like you are working, I am working, and everybody else is working, and without contracting the disease, you have also got yourself tested. You have been negative. I have also got tested. I have been negative, and for 60 to 80 days, non-stop, we are working amongst the people who are otherwise COVID positive. So what I'm trying to convey is the precaution and the distance which you need to maintain. That is the key. So it's not that you need to stop everything and then only the disease spread can be stopped. But yes, stopping and the locking down, of course, trains you for the situation. And then when it is unlocked down, now I am happy to see many of the people, almost all of the persons who are on the road, they are wearing masks. Of course, at the very same time, also sad that some of them are not wearing it properly, casual. But see, the disease doesn't distinguish between the rich and poor, healthy and weak. Means it goes catches fast to anyone who comes in contact with the disease. So my appeal to the people: if at all you are going out for some economic activity or some personal activity, you please take every precaution. You maintain the requisite distance between two individuals, wear mask, do proper hand sanitization at times, regular interval, and protect yourself. That is the only thing which can save you.
This was Mr. B.N. Mishra who was speaking to us, the South District Magistrate. He spoke on various issues including the decontainment and also the migrant crisis. This is Ananya Bhatnagar for INS TV with cameraman Videsh.